Here in Indiana, Senator Mike Braun is now the governor-elect of Indiana. He addressed the press today about how he plans to move the state forward. WRTV's Meredith Hackler joins us now with what his plan is for the future of Indiana. Meredith.
Nicole, Governor-elect Mike Braun told us who will be on his transition team. He also answered questions from the press for nearly an hour, one of the longest press conferences he's held since he announced he was running for governor. One thing was clear. Mike Braun's messaging, he will focus on the economy. In a room full of supporters on election night, those who voted for Braun say they're looking for him to deliver on making everyday necessities more affordable.
Braun's going to help us with the property taxes. We want to get the education back to being good education here in the state of Indiana. We're currently in the lower tier of that across the country, and we really need to sit there and focus on the economy here in the state of Indiana.
Braun's made it clear that's his focus. He feels one way to do that is to improve healthcare outcomes.
We have the worst results compared to most other states, measuring it down as finely as infant and maternal mortality. Those percentages are shameful. Our general health as a state and the cost of it, something that if we get that correct, that will singly be better than what we've probably done collectively over many generations of past governors.
2025 is a budget year in Indiana, and according to one political science professor, decreased health care expenses will be difficult since costs are rising.
The math just doesn't add up if you want to lower taxes, but you also have these expanded responsibilities that increase costs, specifically in terms of education, but especially in terms of health care, which are just growing demands on state governments and their budgets.
Braun's kept his message focused. Meanwhile, his Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith has been focused on social issues in his messages to Hoosiers, something Braun says he won't let distract from his vision.
If I think that is getting off the rails, I'll discuss it.
Braun says he will be taking a hard look at all of Indiana's state agencies. He says he'll figure out which ones are working efficiently and which ones aren't and make adjustments where needed. He has suggested that it could include staffing. Nicole?
And Meredith, there were a lot of state house seats on Indiana ballots. So how will the makeup of the General Assembly impact Braun's ability to put those plans into action?
Well, Nicole, Republicans still hold a supermajority in the state house. Braun has served in the legislature as well, so he's no stranger to the inner workings. The political science professor I spoke with said Braun is considered more conservative than Holcomb, so there will likely be less friction between him and the General Assembly. Nicole?
Our Meredith Hackler live in the newsroom tonight. Meredith, thank you.